I want to bring you this other story here from dailymail.co.uk. And because it goes right along with it. It goes right along with what we also talked about in the last couple episodes about creating mythologies for people or for children specifically. And the connection to superheroes.
Are you ready to become cyborg?
Again, this is dailymail.co.uk. And this article is headlined, Schoolgirl, 8, as in 8 years old, who lost an eye to cancer aged 2, reveals she's upgraded her blue prosthetic lens to a sparkly pink one. And her friends say she looks like a superhero. We have been saying, I've been saying in particular, you can probably find some videos that I've done from, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago where I was breaking down some Marvel movies. I don't remember which one. Maybe it was Ultron. Maybe it was Transformers. There was a whole period where I was doing like breakdowns of movies and stuff. Don't do that as much anymore. It's just overwhelming, to be honest. Other people are doing it, and I encourage people to do it. But it just gets exhausting because every single movie you watch, every single TV show you watch, you can literally be like, oh, that's that thing. That's that. You can just see the predictive programming everywhere. And one of the big points that I made back then, and I think it's true, is that they are conditioning a generation to accept the quote unquote upgrade. And here's how the story goes. A schoolgirl says she can't wait to show off her new sparkly pink prosthetic eye when term starts next week after she lost her own eye to cancer as a toddler. Daisy Passfield, 8, from Hertfordshire, was diagnosed with a grade D tumor in her retina when she was just 14 months old. The then tot had chemotherapy to shrink the tumor, but 2 months after chemotherapy, it began growing back, forcing doctors to remove her right eye completely. I have thoughts. Gotta keep reading. Daisy underwent a 4-hour operation months later. Her family had hoped a newer procedure designed to disintegrate the tumor would work, but traces of it were left, and fearing it would grow, they opted to have Daisy's eye removed. And there is a photo here of the young girl. Beautiful young girl and her mother. And her right eye is, she's got this eye that is like pink and like the iris part is pink. And she does look like a little cyborg child. And here's another, for those of you watching, here's another photo of the young girl, a close up of her holding her old prosthetic eye and next to her new prosthetic eye that's pink in her eye. There's some photos of when she was a baby. The 8-year-old originally chose a blue prosthetic eye, but this year decided to add a little glamour to her look. The confident schoolgirl surprised her family and doctors by asking to have a new eye in her favorite color, pink glitter. Now she's proud to show off her superhero eye, which pals say looks befitting of a unicorn or a dragon, much to Daisy's delight. Daisy from Abbots Langsley, Hertfordshire, said, quote, "I feel happy because everyone can see my pink sparkly eye. I'm so excited to show everyone at school my sparkly eye." Ah, man, I mean, this is just an 8-year-old girl, but I can't help but think about the all-seeing eye at the top of the pyramid. And it's pink and sparkly. Quote, "I think they will love it just like I do. Everyone I have spoken to has said how lovely it is." She says that she's already been told by fans of her new eye that she looks like she has a superhero eye, a dragon's eye, and a unicorn's eye. Ugh. Can we be a little more obvious about the spirit behind this thing? I like all those things, she says. I like superheroes, I like dragons, and I like unicorns. Just by the way, if you have not seen the origin of the unicorn and the initiation ritual that it is in the occult, man, that's pretty big. Daisy's mom, Alicia Passfield, 30, said it was tough trying to get a diagnosis for Daisy's condition. Alicia said that she noticed there was something wrong with Daisy while looking at a picture of her. She said, "I noticed from a photograph that she had white that she had a white glow in her eye and her eye had a glaze on it. The most common symptoms are a white glow in eye or a pupil in dim lighting or when a photo is taken using a flash and a squint. And man, these pictures just keep getting closer and closer to her face on this article. It kind of starts off with the family, then it's a little portrait shot, and now it's just like a real close up. So you can really see the detail in the iris and the sparkly pink eye. And it goes into the details that I don't think is necessary for us to really dig into for the story. But, it makes me think, if you consider the problem, reaction, solution equation, cancer. We all know somebody who's been affected by cancer. Family, friends, everybody that I know somebody that has been affected by cancer. And we know a lot of cancer just logically comes from, the poor diet, at a basic level. Not even have to get conspiratorial, diet, lack of exercise, things like that. Maybe not lack of exercise, but just immune system stuff, weakening it. And then you can get into some of the more fringy stuff. What are they spraying in our skies? The chemicals they put in our food, the GMOs, everything else. So when you think about the problem, reaction, solution equation, it's very difficult for me not to think that all along the spreading of cancer, not only does it create an industry, a huge pharmaceutical industry that treats the symptoms, not the cause, the symptoms, right? That's what all of big pharma is. It's a big money-making machine to treat symptoms, not to treat the core issues. They had to have known, they as in, the spirits that watch over, the negative ones, not the good ones. The watchers, if you will, the principalities and powers. They had to have known that eventually the humanity will get to a point where they will continue to use technology to try to solve this issue of cancer. And so in that regard, I feel that this is very much in line with the problem, reaction, solution. Daughter break, what's going on? Hi. Do you have something? Oh, look at that. That is so adorable. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Okay. I got to keep doing the show. Bye. Oh, she's so cute. She made a little piece of art for me. Ooh, it's green screening. A little green tree so you can't see it. And a little booklet. She's very crafty. Love it. Love it. Family show. All right. So, yes. So just in terms of the problem, reaction, solution, I can't help but think that cancer itself was sort of allowed to spread throughout society because, we're not going to solve it for them until we have the proper technology in place to solve it permanently in the transhumanist sort of agenda. So there you go. A couple stories here to think about why we have been right for 10 years. But in all seriousness, it is a kind of story that really affirms my whole ministry, not my ministry, the ministry with Canary Cry NewsTalk and just all of the producers and listeners out there and everybody who's been following along and have been trying to wake up their friends and family. It's stories like this that really can help drive home the point about, hey, Scripture talked about this a long time ago. God wrote history before it happened. And, so things like predictive programming, why all the superhero movies, why the billions spent on entertainment that conditions a whole generation of young people to want to become cyborgs. So there you go.